Okay, so now we are again doing this limiting reagent concept. Okay, so last time what we did was to find out the limiting reagent. Okay, so now only two reactants were there last time, nitrogen, hydrogen, and this H2O2 and all that. Now suppose if there are three reagent, suppose A plus 3B plus 2C gives D. Suppose there is a hypothetical reaction and we have 10, suppose 10, and we can take it as 15, and 12 moles each of ABC. Okay, then you have to find the limiting reagent. Okay, suppose there are three reactants, then you have to find the limiting reagent. So the limiting reagent, the definition will remain same. The requirement should be greater than the given moles. Requirement you have to find. Okay, requirement you have to find. Given are this 10, 15 and 12. Okay, should write it clearly. It is your 12 moles. Now for the three reactants or more than two reactants, okay, we will make this comparison A with B, what is the ratio, then B with C. Okay, can take slightly here, B with C, and then C with D, C with A, sorry. So these are the three comparison. Now when we will make the comparison, when we see the requirement, then if any of the reagent, any of the reactant A, B or C, okay, it is getting 2 times the requirement. Okay, 2 times means in this scenario or in this scenario, suppose both the scenario B is limiting reagent, so B will become the limiting reagent here. Okay, now let's solve it, then you will understand. Okay, so A and B are there. So what is the ratio of A and B? That is your 1:3. That is the ratio. Now how many moles of B are there? 15. Okay, so what is the requirement of A? Okay, that is 1:3. So what is the requirement of A? 5 moles. Okay, what is the requirement of A? 5 moles. So this is one aspect. Now we have to see the requirement of B here. Okay, so how many moles of A are there? 10. Okay, how many moles of A are there? 10. So what is the requirement of B? What is the requirement of B? So it is 30. 30 is the requirement of B with respect to A. Okay, now B is there and C is there. So what is the ratio between B and C? That is your 3:2. Okay, 3:2, that is the ratio. Now to find the requirement of B, okay, so how how many C are there? 12. 12 moles of C are given. So what is the moles of this B which are required? So that is your 18. 18 moles of B are required. Okay, now putting the moles of B. Okay, 15 moles of B are here. So what is the requirement of C? Okay, the ratio is 3:2. So what is the requirement? That is your 10. So this is your 10. Okay, 10 is the requirement. Got it? So this is the requirement of C. Similarly, in C and A, what is the ratio? 1:2. Okay, so the ratio is 1:2. 2 moles of C. Then putting the A moles, A is your 10. What is the requirement of C? That is your 20. And then putting the C moles, C are 12. So what is the requirement here for A is your 6. 20 is your for C. Okay. Have you all understood this part? This one? Okay. All of you are getting this? Anybody listening or not?
Yes, sir, listening.
Okay. So this is this one. Now we have to see which is the limiting reagent. Now A, B, C have 10, 15, 12 moles. Okay. A is your 10 moles, B is 15 and C is 12 moles. This one. Now in first case, that is your first case, second case and third case.
Sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, can you repeat the last line because I couldn't hear because of network issue?
Okay. So first you have to find the limiting reagent. Okay.
Sir, till C I listened, but the last line wasn't anything important.
No. I just wrote the number of moles. A is 10 here, B is 15, C is 12.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So now finding the limiting reagent. What is the requirement of A? That is your 5. Given mole are 10. So here 5 moles of A are required, which is less than the given quantity. That is your 10 moles. 10 moles are given. So 5 moles are required, 10 moles are given. Okay, so requirement is less, given quantity is more. Okay, then here you see 6 is the requirement for A in this scenario, and the given quantity is 10 moles. This is the 10 moles which is the given quantity. So given quantity is more, requirement is less, so A is not the limiting reagent. Now for B, you see, for B here 30 is the requirement. Okay, given moles are 15, so requirement is more than this given quantity, and here in this case requirement is 18, which is again greater than the given quantity 15. Okay, so in both the cases A and B and C, B is having requirement greater than the given quantity 30 and 18. So in both the cases it is having the limiting reagent condition, so it is the limiting reagent. Then you see C here, C. Now C here having 10 moles requirement, which is obviously less than the 12 which is given, and C here having 20 moles of the requirement, which is larger than the 12. So here C is acting as a limiting reagent, but here it is acting as a excess reagent. Okay, so C will not be considered as a limiting reagent. We will consider the limiting reagent only if both the conditions of limiting reagent, both the condition means A and B and C are satisfying the limiting reagent condition. So here B is the limiting reagent. Okay, all of you are getting? Should I repeat this?
No, sir, understood.
Okay, anybody can ask?
Sir, if a um, particular element or
Yes.
compound, whatever, if it's a limiting reagent in both cases, only then we'll consider it as a limiting reagent.
Yes, yes,
Otherwise
yes.
not.
Otherwise not.
Okay.
Yes. Any other question? Any other question? No? Okay, then I am giving you a question and try to solve it. Okay, take this question. A plus, can write 3B plus 7C. Okay, here it is 5 moles. Okay, 20 moles and 50 moles. Okay, 5, 20, 50 moles. Let's take it as D. You have to find the limiting reagent. Find the limiting reagent. Okay. So this is the question. Yes, Aparajita, any answer?
Sir,
Sir, A.
A, okay.
Yes, sir, it would be
Okay, B.
A. No, sir, I said it would be A. A. Yes, sir. It's
A.
correct. A.
Prince, are you there? Okay, now let's solve it. Okay, so you have to do the same thing here. Okay, all of you are getting A.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Sir, after this, can you give some sort of questions like yesterday you gave of percentage yield, so we can recap it.
Okay, no problem. I can give it. So let's first solve this quickly. Okay. So it is your A, B, then it is your B and C and A, C and A. Okay. So what is the ratio here? A is your 1:3 ratio. Okay. And
1:4, sir.
AB. AB is 1
Yes,
is.
sir. 1:4, 5 and 20.
Arey na baba. That is your 1 mole of A and 3 moles of B. That ratio I am talking about. Okay.
I thought of moles.
So here how many moles of A are there? 5. Okay. So what is the B? B is your, how much it is? 15. That is the requirement of B. Okay. Now, oh my god. Sorry for the interruption. I forgot to turn on the switch. Okay, the battery was discharged totally. Okay, so 15. So now B. Okay, so there is a requirement of B. So what is the requirement of A? So A, how many, B, how many moles are there? 20. Okay, 20 moles of B are there. So it will be 20 by 3. Okay, so 20 by 3 is your 6.6. Okay, 6.6 moles. Sorry, I should write it as green color. 6.6 moles. Okay, that is a requirement of A. Okay, now similarly you can see for B and C. So B and C, what is the ratio? 3:7. Okay, so that is your 3:7. Okay, so what is your number of moles of B? That is your 20. Okay, so what is the requirement for C? C you have to see, so that will be 140 by 3. Okay, so 140 by 3, it will be exactly, okay, you don't need to calculate, but it is approximately, you can tell, 46.66.
Sir, can we take 47 or 46?
You can, approximately you can take 47. Okay.
I took 47.
No problem. That is a requirement for C. Okay. Now, if we put the C moles 50, okay, so then it will be 150 by 7. So you can like do it, 150 divided by 7. Okay, so that will be 21.4.
21.2.
Okay, so that is a requirement of B. Okay, if in 2 cases you are getting, then you don't have to do the third one. Okay, but for the sake of understanding, so C is 2, the one is, that is your 7:1 ratio. Okay, so A are 5 moles. Okay, so that is your 35. C is 35 here. Okay, now we put the number of moles of C, so that is your 50, so that here it will be 50 by 7 moles. Okay, so 7 sevens are 49 and it will be like
7.11.
okay, 7.1. Okay, so that is your requirement. Okay, now let's compare it here.
A.
Okay, so 6.6 is a requirement of A, 5 is given, so here it is coming as 5 and 6.6, so that is your limiting reagent, and here it is 7.1, that is a requirement, and 5 is given, so again A is the limiting reagent. So A is limiting reagent here, A is limiting reagent. Okay, 7.1 is greater than 5 and 6.6 is greater than 5. Okay,
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, we shall do all three, right? Because if we take only two of them, like A, B, and B, C, then
then
could also be the limiting reagent. So
no, if
shall
B,
we not do all three?
No, suppose last time B was coming, so there was no need. That is just to make you understand. From here only you can see 30 and 18, 30 and 18 you can see. Okay, so first and second if you do AB and BC, you will get B as a limiting reagent. Both the cases will be of limiting reagent. So in third case you need not to do that one. Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, there might be cases where we have more than one limiting reagent, right?
No, it cannot be possible.
Never?
Never ever.
Okay.
Okay. More than one limiting reagent is not possible. Mathematically it is not possible.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so that is your case of the limiting reagent. Okay. Now one thing I forgot.
Today, will you send these documents?
I will upload each and everything today. Video and this last time that what we did, and today also. I forgot because there was a test of mine and I forgot to do all the things. Okay. So what I was saying, okay, suppose they ask you to find the number of moles of D. Find number of moles of D. D is this product. So how many moles of D are there?
1 mole.
How many moles of D will form?
1 mole.
One only.
According to the reaction or?
No, not according to the reaction. According to these moles, 5, 20, 50.
5 moles.
How many?
5 moles.
5 moles, yes. 5 moles are there because 1 of A is giving 1 of D. So 5 is the limiting reagent. A is the limiting reagent. It has 5 moles. So it will give 5 of the D. So 5 is the answer. How many moles of D will form? 5 moles. Okay. In the above case also, I forget to give you. Okay. How many D are formed? So now you see B is the limiting reagent here. Okay. So what is the ratio of B and D? It is 3:1. Okay. Let's solve it here. B is to D, 3:1. So limiting reagent is B. So how many moles of B? 15 were there. So 5 moles of D will form. Okay. This one. So you have to take the number of moles of product from the limiting reagent. Okay. 15 is the number of moles of the limiting reagent, and you can find the D. Okay. So this is the case. Got it? So this is
Yes,
how we solve for the product. Okay. Now let's take this topic. Okay. Another topic is your empirical formula and molecular formula. Have you heard about empirical formula?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will take empirical formula after in the tomorrow class. today I will now let's discuss. Okay, so I forgot to discuss this. Okay, mole concept in gases. Mole concept in gases. I forgot to discuss this one. Okay.
Sir, of that, which are the unit VSTP and STP, right? That
What?
one?
Yeah,
Sir,
STP and all that. Okay.
Okay.
So that is a small thing, but let's discuss it. This one. Okay. And I forgot to total number of moles all also there. Okay, so these two concepts are also there. So mole concept in gases. Okay. So in STP condition, I hope you know what is this STP.
Standard temperature pressure.
Standard temperature pressure. Okay. So what is standard temperature pressure?
1 atm and 1 Kelvin.
25 degrees Celsius or 0 Kelvin.
No, not 0 Kelvin.
0 degrees Celsius, sir?
1 Kelvin and 1 atm.
Any other?
Sorry, 1 atm.
1 atm is correct. Pressure is 1 atm.
I forgot about the temperature.
Okay.
See,
What is the
0 Kelvin,
what temperature?
0
0 Kelvin. We have not reached the 0 Kelvin. 0 Kelvin is there is no such thing 0 Kelvin on Earth. We don't have that much technology either. Temperature is 273 Kelvin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Temperature is 273 Kelvin. And don't put degrees here. There is no degrees in Kelvin. Okay, that is just 273 Kelvin. Okay, this one. There is another condition that is called as SATP. SATP condition. SATP is also very similar, that is 1 atmosphere, but the temperature is 298 Kelvin or 25 degrees centigrade. Okay, so this is your SATP condition, standard ambient temperature and pressure. Okay, standard ambient temperature and pressure. Now European STP and American STP are different. Okay, sometime because if you are in this this board, Oxford board, and another board is there in the, that is your American.
Yes.
No, that is our American board. I forgot the name. IB or what is there? Okay, so they have these books have different STP conditions, so people confuse. But in India, STP condition is this: 1 atmospheric pressure and temperature is 273 Kelvin. SATP condition is this. Okay, we use SATP condition for different purpose. We will use in thermodynamics in different temperatures, or different chapters are there where we use SATP. In mole concept, we will only use the SATP condition. Okay, in mole concept. Got it? Now then there is equation. There is a equation that is called as ideal gas equation. That is sometime also there. PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. So P here is pressure of the gas. V is volume of container, not the gas. Okay, V is the volume of container and not of gas. Okay, remember. N is the number of moles. R is a constant value. Its value is 0.082 or approximately equal to 1 by 12. Okay. T is the temperature. T is the temperature. Okay. So when we put 1 atmospheric pressure, when we put pressure is equal to 1 atmosphere, 1 atmosphere pressure. Okay, pressure has several units, torr is there, okay, Pascal is there, but we will use the standard this unit, that is your atmosphere. Okay, we use atmosphere only in chemistry and in physics. V is the volume. Okay, V is the volume. Then we put 22.4 liter. Okay, okay, number of mole is N, R is 0.082, and temperature is how much? 273. So how much is the N? Can you tell me what is the value of N, number of moles? Yes, Aparajita.
Sir, just give me a minute, please.
Okay.
Sir, approximately 1 mole.
Yes, yes, approximately 1 mole. Okay, so N is 1. Okay, so this 1 atmosphere and 273 are STP condition. Okay, in STP condition, when we put this volume, means we take a container of this volume 22.4 liter, then the number of moles is number of moles of gas, any gas, okay, any gas, you can take any gas, number of moles of any gas will be equal to 1. Okay, now every time you don't have to do this calculation. So volume, if it is 22.4 liter, then okay, 22.4 sorry liter.
So can you scroll for a minute?
Yes, yes. Okay, so when volume is 22.4 liter, it will correspond to 1 mole. Always remember that. Okay, sorry, it will be 1 mole only. 1 mole. Okay, you don't have to do this much of calculation. Got it? So this is
Sir,
the
then can you,
yeah. Now, okay, so the calculation also comes on the basis of this volume and mole relation. Okay, suppose if we take some simple example, okay, how much, okay, volume of N2 reacts with 5.6 liter H2, okay, to produce ammonia, okay, at STP. Now suppose this is the question. Okay, so first you have to write the reaction, N2 plus 3H2 to give ammonia. Okay, now what is the relation between the mole? That is your 1:3 ratio, 1:3. If I am taking 5.6 liter H2, okay, so how many moles are there? 22.4 liter is your 1 mole. So 5.6 liter, 1/4 of that, because that is your 1/4. So that is your 0.25 moles. So how many moles of this ammonia, sorry, nitrogen is there? Okay, that is 0.25 by 3. It is 0.08 approximately. Okay, 0.08 moles. And for the volume, you can multiply 0.08 into 22.4 liter. Okay, so that will be the answer. Got it? So that is easy question, but they are just on the this they are based on the volume concept. Okay, but you have to see this STP condition should be mentioned. If they are mentioning some other temperature and pressure, then you have to use PV is equal to nRT. Suppose they have not written STP, they have written 200 Kelvin and 0.5 atmospheric pressure, then you have to calculate accordingly. Okay, you have to calculate accordingly. Okay, all of you are getting this one? So this is
Yes.
for STP only, standard temperature pressure. Okay, otherwise this concept, this condition will not follow. Okay, this is for STP. Again and again I am repeating. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now suppose let's take another question. H2O on
Sir.
yes.
So the above questions can be done with PV equal to nRT, right?
Above question can be done, but I told you why to do calculation again and again. You don't have that much time na in exam. Here you can use calculator, everything is there, but there is no calculator, even time is less. You can use PV is equal to nRT, but we have done na PV is equal to nRT already. We have done all this calculation, so n is coming as 1. So we say that 22.4 liter is your n is your 1. So that's it. Condition is STP, 1 atmospheric pressure, 273 Kelvin. No problem in that. Okay, so what I was saying here. Okay, so H2O on electrolysis. Okay, this is your electrolysis na everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so H2O upon electrolysis produces H2 plus half O2. Okay, this much. Okay, at STP, okay, if total volume of gases, H2O is liquid, this is gas, total volume of gases is 6 liter, how much was the weight of water present? Okay, so you have to find the weight of water. Okay, now let's solve it. Anybody having any answer? Prince? Aditya? Prince is not here, na? No, here. Okay, Prince is there. Teeth?
Yes, sir.
Yes, having any answer? Anybody got any answer? Okay, so I am solving it. Now you see total volume of gases. Okay, sorry, total volume of gases is 6 liter. Okay, now you see total is 6. Okay, 6 liter. So how much is, so H2 is your X liter, suppose, and O2 is your Y liter. Okay, and X plus Y is your 6 liter. Okay, everybody understood this one? Now when you see H2 is there, that is your 1 mole, and O2 is half mole. Okay, and moles are directly proportional to volume. Okay, N is directly proportional to V. This is the condition. Everybody getting that one? Hello, are you people listening? Or
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
this condition, are you okay with this? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, now the ratio of volume, okay, ratio of volume is in the ratio of moles. This is the condition. Ratio of volume is in the ratio of moles. Got it? This one. Now what is the ratio of mole? 1.5 moles. 1:2 this. So H2 and O2 are in the ratio of 1 and 0.5. Whatever is the volume of hydrogen, suppose it is V, then O2 will be V by 2. Okay, now 6 is the total volume. Suppose the volume of hydrogen is V, then the volume of this will be V by 2. Okay, so what is V? 4 and 2?
Yes, sir.
Arey, you people are so much silent yaar.
Yes, sir.
Aparajita, Prince. Prince, are you there
Yes,
or
sir.
playing PUBG? Hello. I don't like this online teaching yaar. It's so much boring. It's so much boring. Okay, so are you getting this 6 and 4? How? So sorry, 4 and 2?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, 4 and 2. So now H2O is producing, okay, this is the reaction, this one, H2 4 and 2 moles. So 4 liter and here 2 liter. Okay. Now convert these into moles. Okay. Then from the moles find the moles of H2O. Then find the weight of H2O. Do this. Please do this all the exercise. How much is the 4 liter? How many moles? Okay, 22.4 is your 1 mole. So 4 mole. Okay, sorry, not 4 mole. It is 4 liter. 4 liter you can take 2 liter only. Okay, whatever you take, answer will come. X, so X will be 4 upon 22.4. So let's do this one. Okay, 4 divided by 22.4, so it is 0.17 moles. Okay, so hydrogen has how many moles? 0.17. Now 1 mole hydrogen is it is produced by 1 mole of H2O, so that is your 0.17 moles. 0.17 moles. Okay, now how much is the weight of water? 1 mole water is 18 gram. 0.17 will be 18 into 0.17. Okay, then you can do that one also. So it is 3 moles, 3 grams, sorry, 3.06 grams. So this is the answer. 3.06 gram is the answer. Okay. So what was the question? Question was this: total volume of gas. So only hydrogen, oxygen gas. This is liquid. It is 6 liter. So you have find the weight of water. Okay. So moles is directly proportional to volume. Ratio of volume is in the ratio of moles. 1 is 2.5. So again V is and V by 2. So total 6. So it is, if it is 4, then it will be 4 by 2. So that is this one. That is the ratio of moles. So ratio of volume will be same. Then 4 liters converted to moles. Then moles are converted to weight. Okay.
Just 2 minutes, can you just note it down?
Ha, you can. You can note it down. Okay. Should I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, this one. So let's take another example. In a container of volume 10 liters, okay, x gram helium is there at STP. What is the weight of helium? Okay, what is the weight of helium? Helium is this. This is a simple question.
So 1.72 gram.
1.725. Okay, any other answer? Any other answer?
I am getting 1.7.
1.725. Everybody is getting 1.725.
I am getting 1.75.
Okay. So let's solve it. Number of moles is your 10 upon 22.4, so that is approximately equal to 0.44 moles. Okay, now weight is equal to 0.44 into 4. Okay, so that will come as 4 for the 16 and 1.76. okay, gram. Okay, this one.
Sir,
Yes.
I use the PV formula.
Arey, I
got
gave you
1.72.
na STP.
Yeah, but I just tried with that one.
Yes.
So I got 1.72.
No, that is not possible. That is not
I
possible.
got 0.43 moles.
Okay, 0.43. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But that is not possible because if you use this one 10 liters and then 0.082 temperature, what temperature you kept here?
Actually, it's 0.439, so it will turn into 0.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay, no problem in that, but try to use this one because that is that your examination is based on this condition, 22.4 liter. Okay, and that consumes less time. Okay, time is important. Okay, have you understood the concept of this mole and liter and all these?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now next is your next topic is that is still there, that is your counting total number of moles in the mixture, and average weight is also there, so much to teach. Okay, then next is your counting, oh sorry, total number of moles. Counting total number of moles. Okay, now in a mixture, many a time they ask you to count total number of moles, or there are various application of counting the total number of moles. In 12th class and in 11th class also, there are lot of chapters which requires you to count, that counting is required. Now suppose we have this let's say NaCl. NaCl in water, okay, dissociates into sodium ion and chloride ion. Okay, remember that sodium chloride do not reacts with water, it only dissociates into ions, sodium chloride. Okay, now if we take 1 mole NaCl, it will give you 1 mole of sodium ion and 1 mole of chloride ion if it is 100% dissociation. If it is 100% dissociation. Okay, this one. Now 100% dissociation means all NaCl that was solid, okay, dissociated into ions in the water. Only in the water NaCl will dissociate. Okay, if you put NaCl in some container, it will remain as solid NaCl, but in water it will dissociate. Okay, if all the 1 mole will dissociate, it will give 1 mole of NaCl, 1 mole of Na ion and 1 mole of Cl ion. Now suppose if dissociation is not 100%, okay, if dissociation is not 100%, then what will happen? Okay, suppose we take NaCl again and it dissociates into Na plus and Cl ion. Okay, we take 1 mole and also we take 50% dissociation. 50% dissociation. Now out of 1 mole, only 0.5 moles will dissociate to give, because 1 mole, okay, if you balance the reaction, 1 is giving 1 and 1, so 0.5 will give 0.5 of Na ion and 0.5 of Cl ion. Okay, and the 0.5 remain undissociated. Okay, now these are the two conditions. Now coming back to the first condition. In first condition, what are the total ions? Okay, how to count the total moles or ions, whatever it is there. Total moles, you have to count each and everything, means whatever is in the mixture. Now out of 1 mole, okay, out of 1 is dissociating, means there is a 100% dissociation. So all the solid is converting to the ions. Okay, so here the solid will become 0, that solid NaCl, and 1 mole of this and 1 mole of this, so total there will be 2 moles. Okay, total there will be 2 moles. So here in the mixture total moles are 2. It is simple, total moles is equal to 2. Now in this second example only 50% are dissociating. So 0.5 moles which are there, it is solid, it has not dissociated. 0.5 moles of sodium ion, 0.5 moles of chloride ion. So total moles here are 0.5 of this NaCl plus 0.5 moles of Na ion plus 0.5 moles of chloride ion. So that is your 1.5 moles. So here total moles are 1.5. Okay. Now take another example. Suppose we have Al2SO4 whole thrice. This is aluminium sulfate. It will undergo dissociation to give 2 aluminium ion, because there are 2 aluminium, so 2 aluminium ion, and that is your plus 3, so that is your plus 3. Okay, and sulfate ion SO4 minus 2. So how many sulfate ions are there? Because there are 3, so 3 minus 2 because it is 2 here. Okay, now suppose again I am taking here 1 mole. If 1 mole is there and 100% dissociation is there, how many moles are, means what are the total moles? So 1 mole 100% dissociation means out of 1 will dissociate, that is your 100% dissociation. Okay, it will produce 2 moles of aluminium ion and 3 moles of sulfate ion. So total moles are 5. Okay, total moles are 5. Now in the second case, if suppose I take 1 mole of this and say 50% dissociation, let's take 50% dissociation. So out of 1 mole only 0.5 will dissociate and 0.5 will not dissociate. Okay, now you see 1 is giving 2 of aluminium plus 3 ion and 1 is giving 3 of sulfate ions. Okay, now 0.5 will give how much aluminium ion? So 1 is giving 2.
1 mole.
Yes, so 0.5 will give 1 of aluminium ion and 1.5 of sulfate ion. Yes, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, so what are the total moles here? Total of this 0.5 which has not dissociated plus 1 and 1.5. Okay, so that will be equal to 2 moles. Okay, this is simple. Okay, they have asked such question in the previous paper. Okay, this concept is very useful both in 11th and in 12th. In 12th it is more useful, but it is because we are studying the mole concept. So yes, any question?
Sir, in the above equation, when we took 1 mole of Al2SO4 thrice, should be the total 6 moles?
This one,
Yeah, please.
100%.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. Out of one, this entity, this molecule has totally vanished.
Oh, okay.
Out of one is dissociating. So its component are here. Now this
Alright.
doesn't exist as aluminium
Alright.
sulfate.
Okay.
Any other question?
No.
Okay. Now I am giving you the question for practice.
So in case we had 4 moles of SO4 size, just in case, not possible.
4 moles, and
But
then you have to give the percentage dissociation also.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, suppose you are taking 4, and then you have to say whether it is 100%, 50%, 60%, 90%, whatever is there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take your question only. Okay, let's take this aluminium sulfate. Let's take 4 moles and 60% dissociation. 60% dissociation. Okay, so what are total moles you have to find? Yes, Prince, what is the answer? Prince, are you there? Prince? Aditya Choksi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Prince, your microphone is not working.
So the moles left are 9.6 moles.
9.6 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Total moles left.
So let's take it.
So sir, over here the question is total moles left, right?
No, total moles. Just how much is the total moles? Not left or right. You have to calculate
Sir,
like
if
this.
Yeah. If the question is total moles vanish or total moles.
No. They will just ask you total moles. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah. Okay.
Total moles in the solution you can write in solution only
Okay. After dissociation.
after dissociation.
Okay.
So 4 moles are there, 60% dissociation. So how many are dissociating? That is a 2.4. So out of 4, 2.4 are dissociating, and 1.6 are not dissociating. They are non-dissociating moles. 1.6, they will remain as such. Now 2, okay, so 1 is giving 2, so 2.4 gives 4.8.
3.2 that.
Okay, and okay, so 2.4 again it will give the 3 times of this one. So 3 4 the 12, 3 to the 6, that will be 7.2. Okay, So you have to find total. So total is your this 1.6 plus 4.8 plus 7.2. So that will become 2, 8, that's 10 and 16, 4 and 7, 11 and 12 and 13. Okay, so that will be 13.6.
So sir,
Yes.
so sir, after we find out what 60% of the total mole is there, according to that we find out the moles of aluminum and sulfate, right?
Yeah.
So we don't take it as according to like 4. So if there will be 4 moles, there will be 8 moles of aluminium and 12 moles of sulfate.
No. Out of 4, you see, out of 4, only 60% are dissociating.
Okay, so according to that, we
If
find out
if I
that-
take 100% dissociation, then 4 minus 4, then it will be 8 and it will be 12. That is your 100% condition.
I subtracted 8 minus 4.8 and 12 minus 7.2. That's
Okay. Okay, this is the condition. Okay, so this is how. So this is about the dissociation. Have you understood any query? No question? Okay. Now let's do this one. Yes. Then it is association. Okay. It is association. So whatever we have discussed is all about dissociation, aluminum sulfate, NaCl, and there are various other salts. Okay. Now let's talk about the association. Okay. Now in association, what happens? A dimer, monomer, trimer is formed. Okay. So suppose you take okay, Patel, Yash, are you there? Yash, where is Yash?
right at the left.
Sir, I think he has gone for it.
Okay. So okay, association. Now in association, suppose this is your ethene, okay, and then there is, suppose I take 10 moles of ethene and I am heating it. It's very high temperature. It is converted to polyethene. Okay, so that is called as association. Now what happens in association? The molecule associates, they combine with each other to form another molecule which is a single entity. Okay, this polyethene is a single entity, single molecule, and it is a polymer. It is a polymer. Okay, similarly glucose, if I take N glucose, then I will get cellulose. Okay, or starch also, that is your natural polymers. This is your artificial polymers. Okay. Okay, this one. Then okay, this is called as vinyl chloride. Okay, if I take n moles of vinyl chloride and heat it, it will give PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride. So this is called as association or polymerization or something like that. Okay. Now, so all these polymer are single entity, they are not the double entity, they are single entity. Okay, got it. So here let's take okay, so okay, let's take 2A moles of something and they undergo association, okay, to give A2. Okay, now this A2 is the joint condition or bonded condition of A. Okay, there are 2A, okay, and they are joined here. Suppose there are 2 nitrogen atoms and they undergo association to give N2 gas. Now N2 is single entity or molecule. These are 2 nitrogen atoms. Got it. Suppose we take 3 oxygen atom and they undergo association to give O3. O3 is what? Ozone. Okay, this is the condition. Okay, this is, suppose we take 4 phosphorus atom, so they undergo association to give P4, that is your white phosphorus. Okay, there are different kind of phosphorus, so one of them is white. Suppose we take 8 sulfur atom and they undergo association to give acid. Okay, acid. This is called as your rhombic sulfur or what, there are several kind of sulfur, so this is a rhombic and monoclinic and all that. So this is called as association. Now all these are single entity. Okay, all these are single entity. Okay, first you have to understand this one. Understood this, everybody? Okay, now suppose I write this equation. A is giving A2 and it is called as dimerization.
Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have a next class in 3 minutes.
No, you don't have the maths class today.
Oh, okay. So we are not informed about it.
I will take few minutes only.
Okay, no problem. I didn't know about that.
Oh, so what I was telling, yeah, this is your dimerization. Okay, this is your dimerization because 2 are there, so dimer, polymer, like that. Okay, so 2A is giving this single entity. Now I can also write this equation as A gives half A2. Okay, A gives half A2. Are you getting this one? Suppose there is another type of association where 3A gives A3, just like ozone. Okay, it is called as trimerization. Then I can write this as A gives 1 by 3 A3. Okay, this one. Then in a journal association reaction, okay, journal association reaction, this is 2A gives A2, then I can write 1 by 2. So whatever is the number here, you have to divide by this number because I am just writing this equation in this form. Okay, A3, so it is 3. If I am writing 1A only, so it is giving 1 by 3. Okay, so if I am writing A gives AN, okay, N can be anything, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so I have to divide this by 1 by N. Okay, all of you are getting this? Now suppose to count the total number of moles here, to count the total number of moles, have you understood this one? This is a general association reaction. Okay, so to count the total number of moles, how to do this? We will take some simple example first. Suppose 2n is giving n2. This is association, this is dimerization. Okay, and we are taking, suppose we are taking 4 moles and 100% association. 4 mole and 100% association. Okay, so total moles will be how many? Total mole in the mixture. Okay, now that is very easy. 2n is giving n2. Okay, so out of 4, 4 are associating. So 2 is giving 1, so 4 will give 2. So total moles will be 2. Everybody getting it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
So sir,
suppose
if it's given that 50% is not used,
50%
so 1
is
mole, right? Total mole will be 1.
no, not like that. Suppose it is 50%. If we take 50% association,
Yeah. So 2 moles of n 2n.
okay, so 2n is giving n2. Okay, so out of 4, 2 will associate and 2
Yeah.
will not associate. It is a non-association here. Okay, non-association. So 2 will give 1.
Total 3 moles.
Yeah, total will be 3. Total 3. Yes, you are getting it correct. Okay, any other query?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is how we calculate in association. Now if I take let's take this one. 5 of A is giving A5. Okay, and we are taking, let's say, 1 mole. Okay, with 50% association. 50% association. 50% association. So what are the total moles? What are the total moles? Aparajita?
Yes, sir. So 0.5 moles?
0.5 total. Okay, now you see here,
No, not total, not total.
Ah.
For A5. So total will be 3.
3. Okay, so now we can write this one. A is giving A5. Okay, out of 1, okay, only 50% are associating, rest 50 are not. Okay, now you see 5 is giving 1. 5 is giving 1, so 0.5 will give
0.5.
Huh?
No.
0.1.
Sorry.
0.1,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry. 0.1.
5 is giving 1, so 0.5
Yeah.
will give 0.1, isn't it?
Yeah. So total 0.6.
Yeah, so total moles are 0.6. Total moles are 0.6.
Yes.
Okay, so this is how we calculate total moles in association, dissociation, association. So that is to end of today's class. Tomorrow we will study some other concept.
So
You
you'll
have
be sending these notes today, right?
I will send yesterday's note, today's notes, everything. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, you can leave it.
Bye, sir.
Bye.